Hi, so today we're going to talk about radio frequency skin tightening, or RFT, or it's sometimes called thermage as well. So if you're in the UK or in Europe, you've probably never heard of this before. A year ago I had no idea what this was. When you see machines which are sold on the internet, they generally come from China, so I think this is something which comes from China and it's more popular over there, but over the last year I've been using this and I have to say I'm really impressed with the results. So RFT is basically using a device which heats the skin, or more specifically the second layer of skin, the dermis, to 40 degrees. And when you do that, two things happen. So firstly, the collagen which is in the skin contracts, so that makes your skin kind of tighten instantly. The second thing that happens is that the cells in your skin start to produce more collagen. Now, as you know, when you get older, your skin stops producing collagen and it starts to sag and wrinkle. So if there really is a way of getting our skin to produce collagen without injections or anything too drastic, that's pretty amazing, that's pretty impressive. So how come this technology isn't even talked about here? Now, you can go and have this done in an exclusive beauty salon and pay quite a lot of money for it, but when I first started researching this, I didn't want to spend too much money, so I went to Amazon and I bought this device which is called the Carer RFT machine, and basically you turn it on, you've got three powers, and it has this little docking station and it charges by USB. So I spent about £50 on this. I didn't want to go crazy. I used it for 6 months. I was really impressed. From the first time I used it, it kind of made my jaw kind of lift, all the skin around here and around my eyes as well. I thought this was really amazing. So then I decided to go and have a treatment in a beauty salon. So I paid £80 for 1 hour treatment of RFT, and I did this 5 times, and you have to leave 2 weeks between each treatment, even if you're using these machines at home. If you use it too often, instead of making the collagen be produced, you're destroying it, so you have to wait 2 weeks between each treatment. So I was really impressed with the salon treatment as well. But then I was thinking, well, you know, you have to make an appointment, find a parking space, you know, take time out of your day, and you know, I thought, why don't I just buy a machine and use it at home? So I was prepared to spend more money on a machine. So I went back to Amazon and I spent about £100 on this. This is again, it's the same brand, it's Carer, C-A-R-E-R. I don't know whether it's Carer or Carer, but this is called the Mini RF, and this is quite a big machine. This bad boy is quite powerful, and compared to the first one, to this one, it's much better because instead of a USB charger, you literally plug this into your electric socket, so it doesn't run out of charge. So now the machine in the salon was much more powerful than both of these, and what happens is that the lady who was doing it, she moves the machine over your face, and if she stays in the same position for just a millisecond too long, it burns your skin. Not really bad, but it just feels like it's burning. So when I went back to this one and I moved this over my skin, in order to even feel remotely hot, you have to hold it in the same place for at least 2 or 3 minutes. So it's not really powerful enough. I'm really pleased with the new one that I just bought, because this is the applicator here, and you can see how big this is. So you run this over your skin, and this does feel hot. So I think this is much more like the machine that was used in the salon, so I'm quite pleased with this. I've only used it once, but I'm quite happy with this. So it comes with 2 heads. It's got the larger one and the smaller one. So this is supposed to be for using on your face, and this is supposed to be for, I don't know, I've been using this on my face, but it's for your body, neck. You can also use this on fatty areas. It's supposed to destroy the fat. I'm not sure whether that's true. I'm looking at this more as skin tightening. I'm going to just show you how I use this, but before I do, I just want to say you're not supposed to use this on your eyes. You're not supposed to use this on your windpipe or on any moles or any broken or damaged skin. Another thing for guys who are going to use this, don't use it after shaving, because your skin will be so sensitive it will feel like it's burning. So with all these machines, what you do first of all is you use a gel. So this is an ultrasound gel, and a gel. I bought this on eBay for a couple of pounds, which you just smooth onto your skin, and then it allows the applicator to kind of run over it, and it allows the frequency to pass into your skin. So I was researching you know, what you can use with this, and a lot of people use aloe gel. So I bought some of this, and for the first time today I'm just going to see whether this works or not. So first of all, you just put this on your skin. You have to keep reapplying this because it dries out. So you run the applicator over your skin, and you can feel some heat, and like I said, you can't stop, you have to keep it moving, otherwise it burns your skin. But you should see some redness. That means that the skin is heating up, and that's what's supposed to happen. So you should see some redness. I don't mean burning or anything like that, but it should be, I suppose, a healthy glow. So don't go over the same piece of skin again and again and again, because that's going to really irritate you. So I'm going to just put a bit more gel. The other thing you can't use this on is if you've had filler. If you've had any filler in your face, then avoid the sections where you've had that done, because you'd be heating up the filler rather than your skin, and that's probably going to degrade the filler. So if you're thinking, this is such a waste of time to sit here, with this new machine I can do, you're supposed to go over your skin, and you're supposed to heat it to 40 degrees for 20 minutes. So I don't know, I might sit here for half an hour doing this every 2 weeks. But with the old machine that you plug in with the USB, once it ran out of charge, I'd have to wait like 2 hours for it to charge again, and then I'd only get about 20 minutes use out of it. So I could do maybe 1/4 of my face, then the next day I'd have to do another quarter. So with this, like I said, you plug it in directly to the your electricity supply, so it doesn't stop. So I go around my eye, but not actually too close to the eye. When you have this done in a salon, they have a device which measures the temperature of your skin. It's like a thermometer, like a gun that they point at your skin. And I don't know whether you can buy those, but that would be a really good thing to buy, because then you know exactly when your skin is at 40 degrees, and then you can stop. Otherwise you're kind of guessing. So I just go by how warm my skin is feeling, and then I stop. But like I say, you're supposed to get that warm feeling and maintain it for 20 minutes to have the optimum effect. The other thing they told me in the salon after I'd had this done is that you have to put a really strong sunscreen on your skin when you're having this treatment done. So they recommend putting an SPF 50 on your face the whole time you're having this treatment. So as I mentioned, for guys, if you shave and use this, it's gonna maybe feel a bit sensitive. Depends how sensitive your skin is. But on the other hand, if you don't shave, it's not going to work because the stubble will stop the device from heating your skin. The other thing I want to say is that all these treatments are great, but they kind of work together. So if you're doing RFT like this, then you really want to be thinking about, this is great for tightening the skin, but you also want to be thinking about the muscles underneath, about tightening the muscles as well, because there's no point tightening the skin if the muscles are saggy, and vice versa. So I have another video which is actually about exercising the muscles, which is what I do as well. So you can watch that video, and if you do both of these, you're going to get more out of this. And the last thing I'd say is that these kind of treatments are great, but you have to look at anti-aging and skincare and lifestyle as a whole, and I have another video where I'm talking about that in general as well. So it's getting enough sleep, protecting your skin from the sun, all that boring stuff that nobody really wants to do. But if you're thinking about trying to look younger, then that's vital. All those things are so important. So as I mentioned, half an hour later you can see the redness has faded. It doesn't actually feel hot or burned at all, and I think using the aloe vera gel actually calms the skin and it helps it to cool down quicker. But you can see it does go back to normal. It did look pretty scary when it was all red, but in another half an hour it will be completely normal again. So I did also just want to mention, if you do want to buy one of these machines, you'll see that there's lots of jargon. You've got like multipolar, bipolar or monopolar. So that basically means the end of the machine, the way that it kind of sends the frequency out of the machine, there has to be a positive and a negative. So if it's bipolar, it means it's got two poles in the end of the machine. If it's monopolar, it's just got one, and if it's multipolar, it means it's got several. So the best one that goes the deepest into the skin is monopolar, but you can't buy those machines. You can only get those in a beauty salon. So if you go for a salon treatment, they'll ask you, do you want bipolar or monopolar? Go for monopolar, because that's the one that will go deeper. But when I say deeper into the skin, we're talking about millimeters. Obviously the skin is not, you know, really thick, so you're talking about a couple of millimeters. Now the bipolar one, which is the one that I bought, is just as effective, I think. So that's just to try and clear that up, because you'll see all this jargon. So I hope the video has helped you. This is a really effective technique, and yeah, if you want to try, I'd probably say go for a cheaper machine, and then if you like it, you can spend a bit more money. But if you've got any questions, please leave them below. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.